Hello everybody, Hamas28 here, and we're back in the world of Stoneblock 4. One showed up. Quick! Hit him with hammers. Let's see, we'll make a sword real quick. It's funny, I should have made a sword before, because remember how I said, oh, this tunnel's a little dark, it might spawn stuff? Yeah, it spawned two creepers that blew up over here. So that was fun. Hi there, buddy. How are you? He'll trade bamboo for an iron stick. That's actually really good. It's really cheap. Ectoplasm for delightful dirt. Red mushroom for a glowing mushroom. Ursat's leather for silk touch. A Fluix pearl for a mysterious cube. Emerald for diamond. Yada yada. He actually has some pretty good trades. But sadly, we have a bounty for your head. And we'll get $3 for it. A personal vendetta. Thank you. Now, let's see. Going through the quest book, there are a lot of chapters that we should probably start looking at. Because, like, stuff like useful items and tips probably has useful items and tips. So let's see. Oh, look at that. We have compact machines. And these are, yeah, pretty standard stuff. How do you actually make these? Oh, so there's an echo shop where we can buy them. Sold by Echo of the Quartermaster, Echo of the Wayfinder. Cool, so we can buy compact machines. It's pretty useful. These can be great for building farms that might cause FPS drops. That's very true. Experience holders. Cable facades, item collectors, entangling blocks, wireless redstone, moving mobs, cool, different ways to move mobs, easy disenchanting, inventory trash can. The trash slot mod allows you to open a slot in any inventory to delete unwanted items. The slot in the inventory can be toggled with the keybind, it's not bound. Okay, good to know, free dollar. Cardboard boxes from Mechanism, very nice. Snad is in the pack, so that's useful. The crafting table on a stick is available. Bigger and better. We can build a 3x3 of furnaces to create the jumbo furnace. It allows multiple recipes to be processed at the same time and can be upgraded with more jumbo furnaces in the bottom right slot up to 64. Oh, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, that was nothing. They were just asking me about the alternative method of entry for the McDonald's giveaway. So we can make a really big furnace. This is cool. I don't think I built this. I think Skyblock also had this. I don't think I built it. So I should probably build one. Let's build that now. We have a ton of cobblestone. And it should be really useful for making pretty much anything that you want to smelt. Grab some more cobble over here. This is why I always don't put the torches there. Cobblestone. I think you need like 27, right? For a 3x3. Let's see, we'll put it, we have a spot right here actually. So if we do like this, jumbo furnace. Then it said I can put more jumbo furnaces inside, from what it said. It allows multiple recipes. It can be upgraded with more jumbo furnaces in the bottom right slot, each one representing the amount of items I could smelt at once. So if I break this, do I just get one jumbo furnace? And this is useful because now I can just put in our charcoal in here, and we can smelt multiple things at the same time. So we should be able to make it bigger with more jumbo furnaces. So let me craft a stone pickaxe real quick. And let's see, let's make a jumbo furnace. Make some more. So if I make another jumbo furnace, like so, and I break this, does it just make a single jumbo furnace block? So do I just place these in here? How do I upgrade this? Huh. It can be upgraded with more jumbo furnaces in the bottom right slot, each one representing the amount of items. But how do I put it in the bottom right slot? Jumbo furnace, jumbo smelting. Oh, so if we smelt 27, it makes another one. So if I do that, I think it's working. It took 27 and it's smelting. I think it has to do it 27 times. Oh, there we go, jumbo furnace. Like that, cool. Bigger on the inside. Upgrade your jumbo furnace with a jumbo furnace. Let's see. Each one representing the amount of items it can smelt at once. Cool. So now we basically... It's a really big furnace. Crafting stations can pick up items stored in adjacent inventories and will also hold items in their grid. They function like their Tinker Construct version, for those who remember that. Oh, so we should make one of these. A loot bee has spawned. Where? Over here. A diamond. An egg. Something. Another egg. And an energy tablet. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. Yeah, see, this is why it is a little imbalanced, because we got a free diamond out of it. We do need the eggs, though. So now if we grab this stuff, we can make a crafting station. So now if we put this guy right here, we can access the inventory of the crystal chest. Perfect. And the slab version. Not sure why you would need a slab version. Let's see, building sticks for faster building. The Wand of Symmetry can set up layouts that will automatically place blocks mirroring the blocks you place. We can buy that from the Quartermaster. Elevators. Framed blocks, phase blocks, a solid block that you could choose whether you want to walk through it or not. Right click to toggle its state. While mobs don't know how to walk through this in its non-solid state, they can still be pushed or fall through. Cool. Interesting. So, do they see it as... They don't know how to walk through it. So they see it as a solid block, which is useful for mob farms. Building gadgets as well. Simple magnets. Picks up items. Prevents items from being picked up. The time in a bag. We need to get this as soon as possible because it's very useful. The coffee maker is used to make a potion-like drink that provides several buffs when consumed. This machine requires power and mixes water and coffee beans into an empty cup to make a coffee cup. You can add up to 8 items within the GUI to provide special buffs. Note the small numbers represent the order that they'll be consumed, so make sure you have the correct order of buffs. You can brew the following buffs. Pufferfish provides water breathing, fire resistance, night vision, regen, strength, speed, and adds 1 minute to a buff but reduces its level. Time wands. Speed up any block. So it's like the temporal pouch. Need to swap 2 blocks with as little as hassle. Try a swapper block. Okay, cool stuff. Logistics and automation. All the standard stuff. Exploration. Magic. What kind of magic mods do we got? Why is this here? It's empty. We got iron spells and spellbooks, occultism, malum, different ways to generate resources, power options, different types of reactors, late game generators, all cool stuff. Nice. I like what I see. So, continuing in the quest book with the main story, we need a zombie villager. So create an empty dark room for allow the zombie villager to spawn and use the healing springs to capture them. So we're going to need to make a dark room. We could probably use this area over here because this was already dark enough. And if we add the soil, dreadful dirt, it'll make the spawns faster. So we'll do like this. Is there... If we put glass, well, we need to see inside, but it has to be dark enough for them to spawn. I think we'll go a bit deeper then. Then we'll put some glass right here. Glass, let's get 2 more. It says double speed. Where are my outputs? There we go. I can't actually tell if that was faster or not. Now if we take this guy, put him in here. Should start spawning. Dreadful dirt. Dreadful dirt. Will ignite if daylight. Will ignite in daylight if exposed to the sun. Light level of 5 and above will stop hostile mob spawns. How do I check the light level? There used to be a way to do it. This is dark enough. Maybe if I take out this torch. Maybe that's dark enough. Then we'll put a door right here so we can go inside. And if we take out this torch, that should be dark enough, but that should also, I think it'll spawn stuff over here. So I think this is dark enough now. So that should work. But we can't do much in the main quest line until we get that guy. But what we can start setting up is our auto crafting and automation. So we will need a bit more room. So let's start using a bunch of this cobblestone that we've accumulated. We'll use the cobble deep slate actually, and the mud to fill this watering hole. We will leave enough for a 2x2 infinite water source. Alright, so this is where we are going to start building a lot of our stuff, right here in the center. Now, we should be able to use, for the beginning logistics, we should be able to use Oritech pipes, because they're really simple. And actually, do we have access to crates? Storage. Yes, we do have functional drawers, so we can use functional drawers, and applied energistics is in here as well. Perfect. Love that mod. Store all of you. So, we need our iron hammer. Where did I leave it? I think it's upstairs. So I think it's up here. Let me grab those stuff. Because we're going to need... I believe there's also a cobblestone generator as well. Alright, so we got our auto hammer, and there should be a cobblestone generator as well. Cobblestone. There's no cobblestone generator. Generator. Ah, here it is. A stone cobble generator. Silly me. Which we can make from a bucket of water, a bucket of lava, glass, and compressed stone. And this guy should be able to produce... I think it's like 2 cobblestone a second or something. Not actually sure. Well, I need anything from here. Take out the tin. Take out... Don't think we need anything else. Because we're going to combine the cobblestone generator with the auto hammers to start setting up the production of our gravel, dirt, stone. I mean, stone obviously. Oh, it looks like stuff is spawning. Ooh, we got our zombie villager. Perfect. Two creepers and hats. Let's see. Yes, come here. Gotcha. Gotcha, buddy. So let's go convert him into a regular villager. And as I was saying, we'll... Okay, I don't know how to speak all of a sudden. We will use the stone cobble generator to feed the auto hammers, and then we'll just have a line of auto hammers that are going to process them into the various dusts, gravel, and dirt, and sand. That way we can more easily get the rest of our items. So now if we dump this guy in the healing spring, he's converting. And he drops his armor. Cool. Press Ctrl and T and activate World Tier Haven. Control T. I don't know how to do that. But it's done. So let's capture you again, buddy. What? Oh, there we go. I think it lagged for a second. Main quest is done. Give me $5. Rotten flesh into leather. Not everyone likes slaughtering innocent cows, animal farms. You may slay the undead instead to acquire rotten flesh, which can then be cured into leather in a campfire. It's probably a good idea to consider making a backpack with some of the leather. The first world craft. Once you've cured a villager, the Echo of Guidance knows of a tool you can craft that can harness their skills for future use. To make this tool, you must use the World Engine. The World Engine can harness the power of ancient crafts to create advanced items beyond your current knowledge. To reach the World Engine, a portal must be activated. Your goal will be to craft an Echo Encoder using the latent magical powers stored within Amethyst. There are 2 main ways to get leather early on, killing a cow or by using rotten flesh. Interesting. So if we go to spawn... Oh, we're too far from home. Interesting. Okay, well while we're here, let's grab some of this amethyst shards. Because it seems like we'll need a couple of these. And we'll head on back and see what the Echo has to say. Here's a stick. See, this is the event I really don't like. It's so annoying because it ends up filling your inventory with random sticks. So we just need to talk to this guy, and then we should also make an area for animals as well. So if we do this, spawn. Talk to this guy. Using an Echo Encoder. So we can buy this to get the animals. World Craft, Echo Encoder, World Engine, Kinetic Stress Impact High. So if we go in there, Echo engine. World engine. So, how do we put the guy inside? Config, source, energy. Huh. I have no idea how to use this. No send location, no take location. Looks very fancy though. Echo encoder. Duration 100 ticks. Oh, here we go. So you need an iron stick and the amethyst resonance charm, which will take 4 pieces of leather. Gotcha. So we don't need to be in here yet. So we're gonna need some leather first. There's a witch, not what we want. So we'll need to set up... Oh, the portal's in there. So we can spawn our sheep farm. Oh, right, you actually have to defeat stuff. So it's going to spawn 5 zombies, then 5 spiders, then 5 spiders and 2 zombies. I read that wrong. 5 zombies and 2 spiders, 1 necrotic farmer, 3 zombies and 2 spiders. And they are pretty tanky. So actually, we're going to need some loot before we do that. So, we might as well do what I was talking about and set up our auto hammers and stone cobble generators. So for this one, we're going to need 6 compressed stone, which is just a bunch of stone, which is why we set up this guy. More charcoal. So I think I also want to fill this with more jumbo furnaces, because this is not as fast as it could be. This could be even faster. What if I do this? Yeah, it doesn't go any faster. So we need to fill this guy with more jumbo furnaces. Luckily, getting cobblestone is pretty easy because of our stone hammers, so that shouldn't be that difficult. Because we're going to need a lot of stone. So, let's continue digging out this way and gathering a ton of cobblestone. Alright, I think that's enough. 64, 64, because that will make 32. We'll work on it. It's going to take a lot of cobblestone to make those. And once we have a stone cobble generator going into a crate, we can do it a lot more efficiently. So I can just do this, make 45 furnaces, grab these furnaces in here, grab that, cook that up. That'll make some more jumbo furnaces. Because yeah, it looks like it's cooking those into another 2. So now if I do this, okay, now I can do 4 at a time. Cool. Alright, now we should just have just enough stone to make our stone cobble generator. Oh, we need a bucket of lava though. How can we make lava? There's many ways actually. Feed a cow a blaze rod to create this fluid cow. Interesting. Superheated. No, I want to make lava. Doesn't look like we can do that quite yet, because I don't see a way in here that makes lava. Huh. But once we have one... Wait, no, we don't have any dripstone either. I was going to say, well, once we have some dripstone, we should be able to do that, but we don't have any dripstone either. So I guess while we wait on that, we'll continue to work through the main story. But we need 4 leather. We do have a zombie, so let's get some of these guys to come out over here. Yeah, come on out, buddy. Two. Perfect. Quest completed. Give me some more leather. A globe. Cool to have. Doesn't do anything. And then, what is this? Villager breeding, loot chests, a token of the mindless. Oh, see, there's even cobble generators over here. You can also create an auto hammer to break it down. But where am I supposed to get the lava? Lava egg from Roost Ultimate. Lava. Unless there's lava elsewhere. Not seeing any lava. Now, I did remember, if you take a look in the quest book and go to exploration, this tells you about the ring, and this says you spawn in a pre-generated stone ring that extends about 712 blocks. Each ring after only extends out 512 blocks. The first ring is stone, then deep slate, and then nether. So maybe if I go out far enough, we can see lava? Or maybe there's lava in some of this stuff? Although I don't see any. So I guess we'll have to hold off until we finish the quest. Now, where is my... Oh, the campfire broke, I'm pretty sure. That's why I don't see the campfire anymore. So let's make another campfire. Campfire. And we already have 1 piece of leather, so we just need 2 more. Lots of these guys in here. Should probably just do this. So we can get their drops. And it looks like they poison themselves. That's funny. Now I'm poisoned. Oh, because that guy can see me. That's why. These guys drop leather, don't they, witches? I'm pretty sure they drop leather sometimes. Or at least rotten flesh. Yeah, come over here. I could have swore they drop it. Let's see. Witch egg. Witch data model. Witch prediction. Guess not. So we'll just have to wait on that. Seems like there is an Enderman in our house though, which is a little bit annoying. But until we get lava, we can't make the stone cobble generators, and until we get 1 more piece of leather, we can't do the other thing. So I guess I just have to wait for the zombie to spawn. Let's see. Useful item. Moving mobs. What do we got? Well, no, that's not the type of mobs I want to move. I want the mob grinder utilities. At mob. Here we go. Mob fan is going to take stone, iron, and redstone. And that way we can push them. Oh, another zombie. Perfect. Come here, buddy. Cook that up, and now we'll have enough leather to finish the main story. I mean, we'll not finish the main story, do the next step in the main story. Like so. So we want to make the amethyst necklace charm, amethyst resonance charm. Done. Then we use this with an iron stick. And this guy, sticky situation, to make the echo encoder. So now if we go to the world engine, and come in here, it's running. There's no indication. Oh, there it goes. Done. Sneak and right-click a villager to encode it into a worker token. So now if we leave this place and go home, and release the villager, wait, this guy's unemployed. You don't have a job. You're a bum. Oh wait, I have to give him a job. Silly me. Hello. I don't know what a dimensionalist is, but I guess I'll find out. So let's give this guy a job. Ooh, a painting. So weird. Ocean Block did that too. Every time I went to place the painting, it just didn't work. Villager breeding. With the power of the world engine and an echo encoder, you can manufacture more villagers using food once you have at least one worker token. A token of the mindless. Using the echo encoder, you can sneak and right-click to convert the villager into a token. This token encodes the villager in time, allowing you to place it down when needed. The echo encoder only has so many charges and will need to be recharged by placing it back into the world engine. The echo of guidance should now guide your next steps. What are you looking at, buddy? A token of the mindless. Worker token, unemployed. Ooh, this could give you anything. A netherite furnace. Cook time too. That's actually really useful. No augments though. But it is insanely fast, which is really cool. Because now I can swap this out actually. And this should work the same, except way faster. Yep. Oh, it dispensed this stuff. I don't want that in there. There we go. Yeah, see, why didn't it work? 5 by 3. 5 by 3. 1, 2. So if I put it here. Yeah, see, it never wants to work, which is so weird. It just puts it back in my inventory. Useful items and tips. Oh, we got this sticky situation. So now if we go back to the guy, the Clavis mod adds special interaction with locked chests. Chests are now locked behind a lockpicking minigame. Line up the needle with the locks and left click to unlock them. The less you miss and the faster you complete the challenge, the better the loot. Note, the chest will still unlock with reduced rewards if you fail. You can also use lockpicks to completely skip the minigame. Putting villagers to work, so now we have to a wandering trader spawn. Oh, I almost looked at that guy. I heard him. Where is he? There's me. Oh, he's in this corner. What trades do you got, buddy? Looks like all the same. Well, I'll leave you alone for now. See, it doesn't work. And I would like to have this artwork available, but it doesn't want to actually place. If anyone else has run into this issue and figured out how to solve it, let me know. Anyways, so let's head to spawn and talk to guidance. Complete the stage. Unknowing. Echo of Guidance can now trade new items. Unlocking the archives. With these tokens, the work is now able to reboot the archives of 3 additional echoes. Their upgrades will assist you in restoring the first segment of the world engine. The echoes may appear similar in form, but each has had the personality of their most successful predecessors artificially recreated. We hope this is to your liking. Each echo can be found in the lobby above with their respective archives. Your quest book allows you to set a waypoint on your map with each of their locations. The Echo of the Quartermaster manages knowledge on storage systems and other general miscellaneous items. The Echo of the Machinist specializes in mechanical systems and basic automated machinery. The Echo of the Magician focuses on the arcane and magical sources. Task: return to me once you have completed the Quartermaster's and at least one additional Echo's world engine upgrade. So the Quartermaster is the storage guy, Archive of Guidance. Magician, Machinist, where's the Quartermaster? Route to Quartermaster. You have not yet met that Echo. Okay, well, let me meet the other ones. Oh, cool, and it opens up before it was closed off. Okay, so here's the Echo of the Machinist. Entity detected, initiating Echo Archive. So you're the new helper. Not sure how much you'll be able to get done with these soft, clean hands, but I'm more than happy to be surprised. Let's make sure you've at least got the basics before you go off and do your own thing. Here, take this tool Paul prepared for you ahead of time. Claim the Entropy Manipulator. That Entropy Manipulator should have enough energy to convert some stone into lava, which you can then turn into obsidian. It's the only material you can get right now that can handle the alloy infusion you'll need for the next world engine upgrade. You'll need to make some train casings first. These should serve as a strong base for the next casings you'll be crafting. And then he sells this stuff, so we can buy a drill, pretty cool, but we don't have any way to power it. External heaters, drill area augments, and the coffee machine. Cool. And with this we can make lava. So now if we check out the Arcanist, the Archive of the Magician, meet the Magician. He sells fertilizer by the looks of it, common ink, and brewing stamps. Greetings, Seeker of Wisdom. I assume you wish to uncover the magical ways of the world in order to restore the world engine. Even within this endless stone world, source yet flows. 'Tis drawn from the very foundation of the world and the lifeblood inhabiting the stone. Begin by acquiring resources imbued with magical essence. Seek out the Arkwood, born of saplings unearthed by your assistants. Craft Arkwood planks. Okay, now we just need to find the Quartermaster. Let's see, the Quartermaster. Oh, he's right here. Pretty cramped for the storage guy. Does this open? What is this? Just aesthetics. Can I break some of this stuff now that I think about it? You cannot. Howdy, young one. Been a hot minute since I done seen one of your kind around these parts. What do you mean by that, sir? What do you mean one of your kind? I'll cut straight to the chase. I'll give you some tasks, and when they're done, you can repair that rusty old world engine with this old Quartermaster's know-how. As it is, I'm the proud owner of one of them major upgrades for the world engine, so unfortunately for you, you's gotta do as you're told no matter what. I'm just messing with you. Well, kinda. The machine blocks are essential, but I'll be nice and keep your first job real easy. Go out there and make a machine that can make circuits and metallic alloys and a sturdy casing component. Craft a metallurgic infuser and a dielectric casing. He sells a pet rock. You got mail. Basic to copper upgrade from sophisticated storage, torch flower, worms, storage controllers, compacting drawers. He sells elevators, along with fishing dynamite, lockpicks, and storage crates. He also, this is where you can buy the machine crates. Ooh, and chance cubes as well. So we could buy the storage controller, which is pretty useful, because if I put not the crafting table, if you put the crafting bench next to the storage controller, it can read all of the inventories that are attached to it, which is very nice. Unlocking the Archives, Chapter 1. Major upgrades will be required, while minor upgrades are optional. Updates the shop. Tier 1 foundation. So let's finish off this. So now that we can make lava, we can make our first cobble generator. And then we'll need to power this entropy manipulator next. And pet rock. Pet rock variant stone. Hat set via event system. Hi, buddy. How are you? I don't even know what he does, but I would die for him. Make some more charcoal. Wow, this is insanely fast. It's even faster than the hopper could put in, which is really cool. Anyways, so we need some iron to make a bucket to store the lava. Now it did say we only have enough charge for one, and I think that's a lie, because we can make a lot of lava by the looks of it. We're going to need a second bucket for the water. And now we should be able to make the stone cobble generator. Stone cobble generator. Oh, we need some glass. Let's see. So this is not nearly as fast, but it can do 4 of it at once. So once I fill this up completely, it will be insanely fast. And make the stone cobble generator. Oh, but I need to do this one first. The worker token that the villager converted into was just an example of what the echo encoder can do. If you put villagers with specific jobs, you can put them to work for you in an unearther. This is a 3x3 block that allows you to automate block brushing. All it requires is a little villager labor. The unearther supports automatic item input and output via hoppers and pipes. Alright, buddy. Your last go away. Oh, and I can keep claiming the money for that. Nice. So how do I make the unearther? Tinted glass and polished deep slate. How do I make tinted glass? Amethyst shards. And polished deep slate. So we do... Oh no, I used all the deep slate, right? Polished deep slate. Let's see, unearther. Unearther. Yeah, deep slate slabs. And glass. Tinted glass. So I can make one more tinted glass if I use this. Connected glass. Is this any glass? No. So it's going to take a lot of amethyst shards by the looks of it. So we're going to need to get more of these. So let's go grab that. Obstructed by block. What is obstructed? So let's go gather some more amethyst real quick. And while we're here, we also need to get some more of this deep slate. So might as well gather this as well. And let's gather this amethyst. Once I have a couple mechanism machines, we should be able to move the amethyst over. Although actually, I'm noticing that none of these are budding, so I don't even think we'll need to use a cardboard box. Yeah, amethyst shard. Amethyst shard. Does it show that it grows? Amethyst dust and gray paste can make it. Entity amethyst fish, that looks disgusting. Block drops. Amethyst cluster. Yeah, it doesn't say where it grows from, just that you can get more. And if you have fortune 3, you can get up to 16 from a single cluster. Huh, that's pretty good. So there's a lot of amethyst in here, so I'll harvest this wall, and I'll see if we can transplant it into our house. I'm guessing it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. So let's head on back, and then we'll plant this stuff down, and then we can turn some of it into more shards. Alright, so we're back in the house. Let's plant our blocks of amethyst. We'll put them over here. Let's see if these guys will regrow. And then we'll convert the rest into amethyst shards. Grab some glass. Now if we come in here, we should be able to make some more tinted glass. And make the Unearther. Oh, that completed a lot of stuff. Putting villagers to work. Gives us some Oritech pipes. Cobble generators. Gives me a modular router, whatever that is. Villagers and how to train them. According to the echoes, recently cured villagers are unskilled. You must train them to increase their unearthing levels. Once they're placed into an unearther, they will slowly gain levels over time. You can place them back into the world using the token, but will need to pick them back up using the echo encoder. Warning: placing the villager back into the world as a token will cause the villager to lose their job and their levels. While they can work without food, feeding them is probably a good idea. The food you feed them will give them special bonuses depending on what you feed them. More shanks equals faster work speed, and more saturation equals longer lasting food. To be able to use the worker token in an unearther, you'll need a villager that has one of 3 jobs. Archaeologist can brush dirt, dust, mud, and sand, uses a decorative pot for the workstation. The geologist can brush gravel, soul sand, and crushed kiwi, and uses a salvaging table for the workstation. And the dimensionalist can brush netherrack, endstone, and other stone, using the resonance engineering block for the workstation. Salvaging table is going to take amethyst dust, polished deep slate slab, a smithing table, 2 iron pickaxe, and copper. So we can make this with a cutting board, so let me make a cutting board real quick. Cutting board. That's just going to take any wood and some sticks. We'll put that right there. And if we take this guy and our, oh, not that guy, and our hammer, make some dust, and what were we trying to make? Salvaging table. So we're going to need a smithing table, which is more iron, which we don't have. We're going to need to get a bunch of iron real quick. So let me dump all of this stuff. Dump all of that. And iron came from brushing amethyst, right? I believe it came from amethyst. So if we break this stuff down, then we brush this. You get a bunch of ores. Perfect. Iron chunks, diamond, all sorts of stuff. And we're gonna need a lot more of this iron though. Because we need, oh, that's the wrong thing. We need a smithing table. Smithing table. We need 3 more copper. We didn't get, oh, copper chunks come from sand. Some more copper. I'm a level 3 journeyman. Three copper. Throw all of that in there. So there's our copper. Then we still need 6 iron for the rest of the tools. We're all out of iron in here, so where's my gravel? Oh, but I don't need the hammer. I need another brush. Brush. Oh, we have a feather, so I could make a regular brush. But this one's cheaper. We just need more straw. Which we should have had more of. Where is my stuff? Where's the other stuff? Where's all the leaves? Unless I put it in this chest over here? Maybe? I'm guessing I left it up here. And then once we set up the auto hammers, yep, there we go, there's the straw. Any pebbles? Andesite pebble, stone pebble. Oh! I forgot I took out the water. Make 2 more brushes. Then after we set up the dust, we should set up our chickens. Iron chunks. Iron goes in here. And now we can make an iron axe and an iron pickaxe to make the salvaging table. And that completes the entire first chapter. So now, how do I actually do this? Because I was only half reading it. Villager labor. You'll need a villager that has 1 of 3 jobs. So if we take our salvaging table, put this down, then take this guy. He becomes a geologist. Then we encode him. He becomes a geologist. Now if we take the Unearther and put it right here. Oh, it's really big. I'm gonna have to think about where I want to put these then. And we'll put him here for now. You go inside. And he is, what do you do? He brushes gravel, soul sand, and kiwi. So if we give him some gravel. Thought we had a, oh, there we go. Gravel. Give him a brush. He'll start brushing. Now if we give him some chicken soup for the soul, he gets a 70% speed boost for 1200 seconds. So now he's going to start brushing gravel and producing iron chunks and tiny coal. And if we take a look, he is a novice geologist. So if we take a look, crushed kiwi, gravel, we want to see the novice, probably on the end of it. Here we go, novice geologist. He produces tiny coal and iron chunks with an 80% and 97% chance. So that's pretty good. So it seems like this is how, Okay, no, so you still have to do it, because I remember from Stoneblock 3, the way you automated your resource production was through washing. Where did I get an arrow from? In that, can you still wash this stuff? No, you can't. Interesting. Okay, so they did change it. Because in Stoneblock 3, you would wash stuff like sand. So like you would take sand here, and if you go to washing, yeah. In Stoneblock 3, you would take your resources like gravel, sand, dirt, and all that, and you would wash it with a fan from Create to get your resources. But it looks like in Stoneblock 4, we're going to be using these Unearthers to do it instead. Now, it looks like he's very close to leveling up, which should give us some more materials, and all we have to do is give him food to go faster and supply brushes and material, which is pretty useful. So that's going to start making iron, which is pretty good. And he even has a little animation. I wonder how much TPS this takes up though, because it is taking up a pretty big block, and it has a full animation as well. But, other than that, now we can set up our auto hammer and the stone cobble generator, say over here. So we'll put the stone cobble generator here. And if we take our pipes, which I put in the chest, and we make a drawer, or is it a crate? Crate, no, I think it's a drawer. Drawer, oak drawer. Now we make a bunch of chests, like this, functional drawers, and put it right here. Now this drawer is going to start filling with cobblestone. So this stone cobble generator only produces, it looks like 1 cobblestone per second. But then if we do this, it's waiting. I think I have to do it on the other side. Perfect. The auto hammer will automatically pull from the crate. So now if I get a second crate and put it here, you can make a line. So you can do this all the way down to dust, and it'll keep producing. I think the best practice is that you have multiple stone cobble generators and multiple lines of auto hammers. That way, for example, this line would just be gravel, then the next line would be dirt, sand, dust, like so. That way you can always maintain that they're producing all the time. Because you could just do more auto hammers and then just pull as needed, and it works for the iron auto hammers, but I think you can make it go a lot faster, because you can see the cobblestone is now generating a lot faster than the gravel, but then these dirt, sand, and dust should generate about the same speed. You'll always generate cobblestone a lot faster. But now we can generate gravel pretty easily, and just give it to this guy. Now we can see that he did level up, so now he's producing osmium, zinc, aluminum, and lead. And we should be able to pull this stuff out into some compacting chests, because if we put you, yes, in a compactor, he will turn into iron clusters. So if we come over here and grab some more chests, make a drawer. How do you make the compacting drawer again? Fluid, oak drawer 1x2. Where's the compacting drawer? Compacting, there we go. This does take iron and any stone and some pistons, so for now we'll just do regular drawers. Click this, shift click move items, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that should be enough. So if we just do 6 drawers like this, and then connect it via these pipes, we will need the Oritech wrench. At Oritech, pipe wrench takes nickel and iron. Where do I get nickel from? Nickel dust, raw nickel. Oh, there we go. Nickel chunk comes from sand. So we should have some in this chest. 4. Swap you. That should be enough to make the wrench. Supplementaries, Oritech, pipe wrench. So I should be able to... That's not how you do it. How do I have this pull? Let's see. Logistics and automation, Oritech. Right-clicking on a pipe with an... Oh, so I didn't need the wrench. You just right-click with an empty hand. So now that's going to start sucking the inventory and depositing it in the chest. So now we just have to feed this guy with gravel and he'll run 24/7. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm starting to understand how the basics are going to go. So we need to set up gravel, dirt, sand, and dust. So we need 4 of these unearthers, all getting their resources from a stone cobble generator with some auto hammers. Pump those resources inside. Then we need to supply them with brushes so they can do their job. And then, using the Oritech pipes, we can connect it to a drawer to store all the resources. And it seems like this is how we're going to start our early game resource production for the most part. And he's currently level 2. He's an apprentice. And at the max level, that seems to be where he unlocks everything. So he'll get aluminum, lead, zinc, iron, osmium, lapis, emerald, diamond, and coal. Gotcha. And then, let's see, if you look, I don't know why we need raw stonium, but then if we look at, say, dust. Oh, because he's a geologist. That's why. If I click you on here, we could see everything else. If you look at sand, he'll get clay, copper, silver, uranium, and nickel. And where is dust? Dust is where we'll get redstone, gold, and tin. Perfect. So we should be able to just stack these guys and then have them filled in with all the resources they need off to the compact drawers right here. And then using the storage controller, which is this guy, the storage controller, we can access all of the drawers from a single block. Which means if I have a drawer like this and put it next to that, it can read all of the contents of the drawers as one inventory, which will be really good. But you know what time it is? It's almost been an hour. The video will be shorter because I'm going to cut down a lot of the walking time that I did. But I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.